I solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of California, and the Charter of the City of Oakland. And will truly, and to the best of my ability, perform the duties of Mayor of the City of Oakland. Congratulations.
With my own sense of determination to create a better future, not just for myself, but for my child, but for those around me, and with my community by my side, I was able to rise to become valedictorian of Merritt College, a proud graduate of UC Berkeley, a City Hall staffer, then Chief of Staff, a council member, and now the first Hmong American mayor of a major city.
Thầu lũ y lì nô tị chua hiong ót xe nâng gộ bê, Sheng Thao lò trà tệ dài nữ lũ mênh mọ của mê yợi, nhó trò hồ lún trong Oakland, California. Tu xia hai tiệc cú theo bọn nè một cộng chỉ tao nữ lũ Phibthi, rộ nó. Vì mua na xó na chua, lò trâu bê lũ sánh, nhà hành, nhó trò nông đờ. Ta sĩ cú rong xia hai tiệc, lún trong Oakland, cú yên tàu, lũ Phibthi nó trò bê sơ đờ, tàu sai, cú thọ của lỡ trâu. Mẹ ở Sheng Thao, do thâu từ bọn nè mong sĩ tự nhiên là ở ý tụ cho mượn, nhó trò hồn tiệt tê nó. Nếu do thâu từ mong sĩ tự nhiên ở nọ trò ý luôn trong, ở chỉ mua mong nhó. Thế do thâu từ mong ở mong lúc bản sự, yếu là cho ý luôn trong lo ở một tăng mạng đầu dạ xử lý, nâng chỉ mua trẻ nhó. Tú xa tú nhẹ trong, thế chỉ mua kiến gian dành. Tú do vị lên nón đà, nữ thiên lọ khía ở ý tù trứng trong. Nữ cho lù hành đau nhớ cho hồ đại về điều nó. Ta sĩ của yếu chỉ chạy. Của yếu mua cho một căn cứ khẩu chế sư. Ta sĩ cũng chẳng hạt tiền. Yếu này nhau tới cho America. Này phẳng trong yên bao hạt tiền nữ hài lý trả lợi. Rồi này cho chỉ bao nữ chủ một bê luôn ra lo nhớ cho hồ nữ cho lù nó sư. Ý thế kế ba có xua tù mua kế thai những nhà xanh. Ó, thế kế ba có xua tù mua vả trẻ nhỏ, thế mua họ lưỡi rộng ủa. Thế bê tí thái có xua tù mua kiến gia dành. Lúc sĩ hở thọ nêm lòng nữ cho lù, cú xa có này trả cho hai tiền. Bê mong những trâu trị rõ là tổng đầu xe dòng. Bê nè nôn thế kiến gia dành rồi bê trẻ nà mong. Ta sĩ có sẽ được bao hai tiền. Kiến gian dành do ít do kế yếu trụ kia tổ ó xa. Tại tàu hai tiền, bê chỉ do yếu thiệt kiến gian dành rồi bê sư. Ta chỉ bê yếu trụ mua kiến gian dành rồi lự tổ ý dạng gồm. Có sáng mua bản sự lò sĩ tự nhiên ở ý tù nọ nhớ tổ ý lưng rồng lo lì ốc lợn nọ. Tuy do nữ bỏ theo bao giờ khó nọ đà. Nâu nọ sáng ở tàu ít khó có rồng rồi sẽ được cỡ hai tiền. Uốn hành nho. Bê chua tù yên yò nông nâng ý dạ. Giờ tìa bê yô yò đu đơ đa đông. Lò bê yô chủ xiao xí lưu xí ba, xí hử. Thiệt xí cổng tề. Bê thiệt nhỏ tàu ở kê. Ủa tàu y ba y bơ. Thiệt ủa tàu tề họ lự. Có tìa trở sở đờ lũ họ pìa.
Special, performing a piece from the collection of Mendelssohn's Songs Without Words, our Oakland School of the Arts instrumental instructor James Kersey. On the piano and on the cello is our very own Mayor Tao's son, Benedict. And now it is my distinct honor to introduce the 51st mayor of the city of Oakland, the first Hmong woman to be elected as a mayor of any city, not only in the United States, but in the world, a mayor of a major city. The youngest Oakland mayor in over 75 years. She is a renter, an immigrant, a community college student, and a Cal grad. You can see how proud of a mom she is. She is my friend and yours. I want to introduce the next mayor of the city of Oakland, the Honorable Sheng Thao.
I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of California,
the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Charter of the City of Oakland.
and the Charter of the City of Oakland.
And will truly,
And will truly,
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
perform the duties of Mayor of the City of Oakland.
perform the duties of Mayor of the City of Oakland.
Congratulations!
I just want to say I couldn't have done this, obviously, without my dad and my mom, a stay-at-home mom who didn't know how to drive, didn't have a license, had walked miles to the grocery stores, to the laundromat, to help take care of 10 kids, 10 really naughty kids, really naughty. We were pretty bad. So I just want to make sure that I uplift her name. Her name is Chua Cha Tho. My father here is Richard Tho. In the Hmong culture, you honor your parents by saying their names out loud. And so I honor you, Dad. Thank you for everything. I hope my makeup isn't running, but it's okay. Members of the City Council and the school board, the city attorney and the city auditor, our incredible city employees. If you are a city employee, I want to see you stand up. You are my family. Stand up. Thank you. Thank you all so much for your hard work, day in and day out, to take care of our beautiful city. You are so appreciated. Thank you for my family for joining me today, our distinguished guests, and most importantly, our fellow Oaklanders. Oaklanders in the house? Yeah. Let me tell you, today we begin a new chapter in our great, beautiful town. Are you with me? That's right. I want to recognize Mayor Libby Schaaf. Mayor Libby Schaaf, stand. Thank you. Thank you so much for 8 years and more. You were a staffer before that, council member. You know, we worked with the port. You've been here for so many years. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you and your staff for the transition and for letting me call upon you for any advice, always. So I appreciate you. Let's give another round of applause to Mayor Libby Schaaf. As we start this new chapter today, we also reaffirm deeply held, shared values. Values that make Oakland, Oakland. We are a city that values equity, values diversity, and opportunities. We are a birthplace of different movements for justice and for civil rights. We are a city of multicultural, proud people with beautiful, gorgeous array of histories, languages, music, art, and my favorite, cuisine. We are a rich tapestry that is uniquely Oakland. And we see that in this room. We feel that in this room. We see it represented here on this stage as we are swearing in so many diverse leaders from so many backgrounds. And I hope you'll take a moment to glance at the lovely design that graces the front of your program. The very front. That honors my Hmong heritage. The Hmong people have a deep commitment to creating vibrant, connected communities. These are our values that I hold deep in my heart. Values that drive my dedication to public service. Here in Oakland, we believe that everyone deserves a seat at the table. We believe our city deserves a government that serves all its people, not just a few, not just the wealthy, and not just the well-connected. Now, sometimes we may take these shared values, I should say shared progressive values, for granted. Sometimes it's tempting to act like our progressive values have always been defined the way that it has been today, because it is Oakland after all. But our city's history is more complicated. In the grand scheme of things, our celebrated advances towards justice, towards equality, have only come about relatively recently. For today, we make laws in the same city hall where just a short century ago, our city council was dominated by members of the Ku Klux Klan. Yes. For today, it is true. And I heard someone say, yes, it was, right? Right here in Oakland. Because those same Klan members marched openly in our streets. They burned crosses in our hills. Today we reside in Oakland, many of us, in neighborhoods that excluded non-whites from home ownership. Thank you, I will. We got to speak our truths in order to grow. As recently as late 1970s, and ladies and gentlemen, that was not long ago, not even little. The freeways we drive on for our convenience, remember, they were only made possible by tearing down and tearing apart thriving Black, Latino, Asian neighborhoods and communities. We know this history. It's not to make one group or another feel guilty about the past, but it's to recognize what we have overcome together. To remember what is worth fighting for every single day you wake up and you walk into those doors called City Hall. To remind ourselves that our values must be regularly reaffirmed, and also to take stock of how far we still have to go and grow. Because you see, we recognize that these inequalities are deeply ingrained in the system. We recognize that the legacy of a long history of discrimination and injustice still plays itself out in the challenges facing our city today. From poverty and lack of opportunities to housing insecurity and homelessness. We must be humble enough to admit that it will take more than one mayor alone to change things. Things that have been wrong for too long. But we must also be hopeful enough to declare that together, one united and committed, our city can make measurable progress in moving us towards where we should and where we know we should be, toward what we know we must be. This mission of the administration that I'm going to uplift and hold will be to build a safer Oakland, a more affordable Oakland, and a more just Oakland for all of us. An Oakland that I believe and that we all know is possible. This administration will take a comprehensive approach to Oakland's complex public safety challenges to make our streets safer for every single neighborhood. And to help heal those in our communities who have long been ignored. We will double down on the violence prevention strategies that we know worked, with proven programs like Ceasefire, programs that have shown the power to ease the conflict, to lower the guns, and to restore hope. We will fill the vacancies in our police department with experienced, diverse, homegrown police officers. I want to say that one more time. Homegrown police officers. Officers who know our community, who look like us, and can earn the trust of our communities. We will address the root causes of crime by focusing on creating more jobs and educational opportunities. Let me get that right, actually. More strong paid jobs. This means investing in job training, expanding our summer jobs program for our young people, and get this part, creating a school-to-work pipeline. A school-to-work pipeline, so that we can provide those transferable skills for our Oakland young people, because they deserve it, and we deserve it. It means strengthening programs like Head Start, programs that have helped my families and so many families. Because you see, when I was a single mom, putting myself through Merritt College, anybody community college in here? I relied on social services. I relied on the work study jobs. And I relied on Head Start for Benedict. And look how he turned out. You see, I couldn't have been a college graduate, let alone a mayor of Oakland, without these vital resources. That's right. Let's give it up for all our child caregivers. And on the topic of public safety, let me say something about a woman's right to choose. Because that's a public safety issue as well. I just want to thank the City Council for the emergency legislation that was passed unanimously last year. Oakland is now a sanctuary city for abortion access. Yes. That means our city, yes, I like that. That means our city is committed to protecting the health and the privacy of those who live in Oakland, across the bay, and guess what? Throughout the whole nation. Because regardless of what the Supreme Court rules, regardless of any future repressive president we may have, Oakland's clinics will remain open and safe. And as mayor, I will do everything in my power to protect and expand access to reproductive health care for all who seeks it. My administration will also be dedicated to making Oakland the most proactive city in California on affordable housing and homelessness. We will develop new, innovative, affordable housing funding mechanisms, implement permit process reform. Somebody needed a permit. Most importantly, we're gonna make public land available for new housing construction wherever possible. Because it's time to dramatically increase the number of new housing units built across this beautiful town so that we can house those who are currently unhoused. That is why my administration has set a bold target of building at least 30,000 new units over the next 8 years. Yes, I said it, 8 years. My administration will address the moral crisis of homelessness head on, expanding Macro, Oakland's in-house mental health responder program. Yes. Expanding safe RV sites and protecting Oaklanders who are one illness or one missed paycheck from losing their homes. I was there. Above all, we will treat our unhoused neighbors with the dignity that they so deserve, so they can get the housing and the services that they need in order to get off the streets and stay off the streets. Are you with me on that? And we will fiercely protect Oakland renters. And this one, my friends, is very personal to me. Growing up, my parents were always renters. My family was often on public services, and for a time we lived in public housing. And I'm still a renter to this very day. So please know that if you are a renter and you're renting your home here in Oakland, that you've got a mayor that's got your back. This administration is going to be a full partner with our small businesses. We're going to cut through the bureaucracy and streamline the permitting process to make it easier for our small business to open, and not just open, this is the important part, thrive. And by doing so, we will attract more big and small businesses, retail, entertainment, and tourism to Oakland. Because our city has so much to offer, and Oaklanders shouldn't have to go to Emeryville to go shopping. No offense, Emeryville, if you're in here. But those tax dollars, they should stay here in the city of Oakland. We need those funds to fund our most vital city services. Our administration will work tirelessly to fill the staffing vacancies that plague our city government. So nobody wants the city to be staffed up? I want you all to know that my team has already been working hard to recruit new staff to fill those key roles. And that's how we're going to build a more responsive government that we need. One that focuses like a laser on keeping our streets clean and safe, doing the basics of every day so that you can have a better quality of life. Together, we are going to bring a Green New Deal to Oakland. Yes. We're going to create good green jobs, improving public transportation, and reducing our greenhouse gas emissions. With bold climate leadership, we can build the cleaner, greener, and healthier Oakland we know we deserve. A critical part of this environmental leadership is our commitment to turning the tides on decades of environmental racism. That's right. We're going to work harder than ever before to ensure that our port is the greenest port in California. We must improve air quality in West Oakland and in East Oakland. Because, ladies and gentlemen, for far too long, Oaklanders living in these neighborhoods had disproportionately high levels of asthma and other respiratory disorders. The right to breathe clean air must be seen as a human right. We'll also work to bring more programming and accessibility to our parks. I'm a big believer in parks because they were my front yard and my backyard when I lived in apartments. We'll plant more trees in formerly red line neighborhoods and bring more grocery stores, more small businesses, and more access to capital to the Black and brown and underserved communities. And as we have seen over the past week, emergency response must continue to be a top priority for our city. As the storm hit, I saw firsthand our dedicated city employees working overtime at the Emergency Operations Center and throughout all of Oakland to keep residents safe. And to these dedicated public servants, your mayor and your city say, thank you so very much. And finally, I'll be working closely with the A's. That's a topic. Major League Baseball and other critical stakeholders towards keeping the A's rooted in Oakland while also standing firm to protect our Oakland values. That's the key point. I'm hopeful we can reach an agreement that safeguards the financial interests of taxpayers, creating good jobs, housing, retail, and recreation opportunities. And I know we can do this together, but only under our Oakland values. Thank you. Oakland, as we move forward in the days ahead, we must move forward together. While we won't always agree on every single thing, know this, I promise to hear your voice, to lead and negotiate in good faith, and to always do what I believe to be in the best interest of our city, now and into the future. For I will be a mayor for all of Oakland. Because we all know that we are all in this together. We all have a stake in each other's successes. We all want what's best for Oakland. We all agree that no one should have to sleep on the streets, that housing should be more affordable, that gun violence is a public health crisis, and that we must implement a truly comprehensive approach to public safety with deep, direct investments in our communities. We have so much work to do, Oakland, and I know our challenges can often feel overwhelming, but I know what it's like to feel tired, to question whether our best days may be in the past. I know what it's like to face down great odds and to be told we can't. But I also know what it's like to overcome those great obstacles, to do things that maybe didn't seem possible. I mean, look at me, I'm standing up here. My father, a refugee, I, a single mom, DV survivor. My son and I lived in our car. Social services. We came along, buddy, we came a long way. We did good, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. We did all right. I know what it's like, but I also know that we can overcome this if we come together. You know, I could have given up, but I still had some fight in me. I still had a strong sense of persistence. I had that same determination that led my parents to flee a genocide in their home country of Laos. to immigrate to America, a whole new world that they didn't know how to speak the language. They didn't know how to actually be successful and survive here. They raised 10 kids and they built a better life. With my own sense of determination to create a better future, not just for myself, but for my child, but for those around me, and with my community by my side, I was able to rise, to become valedictorian of Merritt College, a proud graduate of UC Berkeley, a City Hall staffer, then Chief of Staff, a council member, and now the first Hmong American mayor of a major city. I know what we can do together, Oakland, though we've been through so much over the past few years, and our ongoing challenges are many. I know this. But I tell you, our city's best days are still to come. That's right. That if we stay determined, if we work together, if we stick together, we can and we will build that safer Oakland, that more affordable Oakland, and that more just Oakland. The Oakland we all know is not only possible, but within our reach. So I implore you all to join us. We are one team. We are Team Oakland. We are Team Oakland. Oakland, I got just a few more words for you. I want to thank you. You are beautiful. And I want to thank everyone who supported this campaign, no matter how small, how big. I appreciate you. And for those who didn't write my name or bubble me into your ballot, I look forward to earning your trust, because we need to build together to make sure that we take care of us. And all I got to say now is, Oakland, let's get to work.